So your words literally shape the reality around you. Now, when you keep saying certain things, for example, when you make a mistake, you're like, I'm an idiot. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. Why couldn't I see through this and actually be or think in an efficient way for once? When you keep saying this over and over again for a long period of time, this becomes your new identity. You kind of start believing it. You kind of believe it that you are an idiot, even though you're not. Even though you know so many things, you are knowledgeable, you're amazing, you're smart, but still, you constantly keep saying that you are an idiot, it kind of enforces the self-belief that you are an idiot. And whichever situation that arises in the future or at this very moment, when you had so much history of you saying that you are an idiot consistently, guess what? Even when you are smart, when the situation arises, it kind of makes you an idiot. It's like you manifested this. Just by repeating this over and over again, you manifested this. And this is how your words shape your reality. So what happens is when you keep saying certain things over a period of time, you kind of reprogram, you kind of programming your subconscious mind. Consciously, you are not aware. Consciously, you're not always thinking about every single detail or every single situation that happened in your life. At this very moment, you may be sipping a cup of coffee. You're not thinking about everything that happened in your life, but all the things that happened in your life are stored somewhere in some part of your brain. Like in your subconscious mind, you kind of remember everything, but only when you bring it out or give focus to the things that happened in your past, you kind of recollect. Now, when you keep saying negative things, consistently about yourself, for example, as I mentioned before, I'm an idiot or I don't know anything. People don't like me. People always judge me. When you keep thinking and saying these things, this literally manifests and reflects upon your aura, your energy. I know it sounds esoteric, but hear me out. Whenever you say that you are an idiot or you are not worthy, or if you say, or if you tell it out loud, or even if you think inside that other people don't like you or judge you every single day, it kind of enforces a belief and you kind of believe it. You're internally, you're kind of believing this. When you start believing this, you will start acting upon it. Every consistent action, every single day, your action corresponds your belief system. You believe a certain set of things, and through that belief, you react, act, and live. And when you start acting and behaving and reacting according to your belief system that has been so negatively tuned through your own words and thoughts, and when you start living by that, you kind of enforce this energy outside. And whenever, even if people love you, even if people like you, your relationships, your partners around you, your friends around you, even if they love you for who you are, if you keep constantly saying that other people are judging me and you believe it and you start acting upon it, you kind of enforce the behavior. Even though if they like you, just because you believe, you have certain set of belief systems, you come and act in a certain way, and this makes them to judge you. It's like you create your own demise and you're shooting yourself in the foot. So how do you actually overcome this? Because there's always going to be things in life that kind of are not so pleasant, and when you come across these unpleasant situations, you kind of get into this negative thinking pattern, and this pattern that always jars up all these negative emotions, and you have this constant self-criticism. And when you have the self-criticism, you kind of enforce self-hate, you kind of enforce self-doubt, self-judgment, and you talk down upon yourself. And let me be clear, if you don't talk good to you, why should anybody talk good to you? If you don't love yourself, why should anybody love you? And nobody can love you more than you do. I mean, you are amazing, you are awesome, you are smart, you are intelligent. You have all the amazing qualities that requires a person to have, requires a person to possess. You are worthy. You are absolutely amazing. And just because you do some small mistake, that doesn't mean that you are an idiot. That doesn't mean that you are not worthy. And this is the thing. We don't focus upon our good sides. We don't focus upon the good characteristics that we have. We always focus upon the negative. We may do or achieve or be a lot of amazing positive things, but we always are going to come and nitpick upon that one thing that we screwed up. We're always focusing upon, oh my God, that happened. I did that. Why did I do that? You did so many amazing things. You did so much of awesome, amazing stuff. You're an amazing human being. You're not focusing upon all those things. You're focusing upon the things that you messed up. You're focusing upon when you fucked up, and you're focusing upon when you were not thinking straight. And you don't appreciate yourself or even give yourself any kind of love when you are being your true self, when you are achieving things, when you are, accomplishing a lot of goals, when you are being in this higher vibrational state. You don't appreciate yourself enough. But if you do one small minor mistake, you cannot go full self-critical. You kind of go full self-judgment and self-hate. And now this puts you in this lower vibrational state, and you start, criticizing yourself. And when you start criticizing yourself, it becomes a belief. And you start thinking, acting, and living in that certain way. And this kind of manifests outside, external surroundings. So how do you actually stop? Is to break this pattern. Every time you start going into this spiral of self-hate or self-degradation, you kind of stop there. Become aware of what you're doing. And it's a little hard to control this, especially when you have so much of baggage, when you have so much of a belief system. Like your belief system has been filled with all these negative jargon about yourself. You have to go fix that deep-rooted issue. And then how do you actually do that? It's because you approach it in a different way. You look at it at a different perspective. Every time you do something amazing or do something good, and don't have very high expectations. I'm not asking you to go land on Jupiter. All right? That doesn't mean, if you can't land on Jupiter, it doesn't mean you're an idiot. If you woke up on time, or if you're punctual, appreciate yourself. Show love to yourself. If you worked out today, show love to yourself. If you ate food, show love to yourself. If you took a shower, show love to yourself. It's these small things. We do so much of these things every single day, and we don't show love or don't even give appreciation for ourselves or the things that we did. If you were on time, being punctual is hard, but if you were punctual today, show love to yourself. Be grateful. Show that self-love. But if we miss our lecture, or if we miss work, or if you're late by 5 minutes, you give yourself so much shit. You literally go enforce all the bad language in the world, and you enforce it and direct it upon yourself. I'm such a fucking idiot. I mean, you're just 5 minutes late, and you call yourself such a fucking idiot. But if you are on time, you don't tell anything to yourself. You don't congratulate yourself. And you're not even happy. You don't even realize that you were on time. Being on time is very hard. And when you were on time, you never appreciate yourself. But if you're 5 minutes late, you kind of go into this negative self-hate spiral and kind of ruining your subconscious mind and your belief system. So start by appreciating the little things. If you made yourself a cup of tea, appreciate it. Be happy for it. Show some self-love. If you woke up on time, show some self-love. If you're punctual, show some self-love. And whenever you do something like it's not so efficient, when you do something which is not very efficient, not very amazing, it kind of screw up sometimes. Don't be so hard on yourself. It is so easy to be hard and blame it all on yourself and call yourself an idiot. Don't try to show so much negative self-hate. Change the way you kind of phrase these things. Rephrase the words that you tell yourself and the thoughts that you think. Instead of saying, I'm an idiot, just say, I know I did this. It's not my fault. It is partially my fault. Yes, I accept it, but I can be better. I will be better tomorrow. I am better. This doesn't put me down as a person. This doesn't decrease my self-worth. And this doesn't mean I'm not a worthy human being. You see how I rephrase that? Instead of calling, I'm such an idiot, just rephrase it. Yeah, mistakes happen. Shit happens. Shit happens. Shit goes down. It's okay. It's a bad day. Okay. doesn't mean this is gonna last. It happened. This too shall pass. I'll do it better next time. I will live a much better way tomorrow. And you can keep, changing the way or rephrasing the terms that you keep using to describe yourself. And then you have to change your belief system. Now, your belief has been rooted with all this negative self-deprecating humor, self-deprecating hate, and negative self-judgment, self-doubt. When you're filled your belief system with all of these negative words, you have to let go of them. Let go of them and reprogram. Instill new beliefs. Let go of the old beliefs and instill new beliefs. And now you can do this only by enforcing positive self-talk, only by enforcing self-love. And I don't mean to force self-love. I don't mean for you to go shout affirmations in the mirror for 3 hours. I don't mean to do that. Because shouting affirmations saying, I love myself, I'm amazing, I'm awesome, I'm worthy, it's not going to do anything because you don't feel it on the inside. Whenever you do something really good, whenever you're being punctual, feel that emotion. Don't just say you're awesome, you're punctual. Feel it. Have that sense of feeling, because feeling is key. Only when you feel something and say it out loud, you kind of reprogram your subconscious mind, because you can fool your conscious mind telling I'm awesome, I'm amazing, but deep down inside, you know that you don't feel that you're awesome. You know that you don't feel that you're worthy. You know that you don't feel love for yourself. So it's an act of feeling. Bring the sense of feeling of how grateful you are for doing even the smallest of the smallest tasks. It doesn't have to be very complicated, like landing on Jupiter or discovering a new planet or winning the Nobel Prize. You don't have to put your worth on something very insane, some insane, unachievable goal. You don't have to put your worth on that, because as a kid, you never felt like this. You didn't talk so negative to yourself. And everything was amazing. It was blooming. Because over the years, you've grown up and took in some beliefs and thought that you are not worthy enough. Started comparing yourself to other people. And also you had a little bit of trauma that you endured. You're able to not let go of it, not able to overcome it. And now this is a baseline that you set for yourself, and this keeps replaying back. And it keeps saying all these negative self-hate, negative words that kind of cause self-hate, and that instills your belief system, and you start living, acting, and feeling in a certain way, and this kind of manifests and creates the reality around you. So when you start feeding yourself or reprogramming yourself to be in the state of love, when you feed yourself love, show yourself self-love, only then it'll be so much more easier for you to not talk so negatively about yourself. And when you start talking, or when you come in a positive frame that you are amazing, you're worthy, it kind of instills on your belief system, and this reflects outside. So even when some people hate you, when you believe that you're amazing, when you believe that you deserve love, you're worthy, that energy kind of radiates outside. Because we are people, we are essentially human beings who kind of take in other people's emotion and energy, other people's energy state. It kind of reflects off, because when somebody else is a little nervous and you're talking to them, you kind of know that they're nervous. And if they're saying some things that's out of their mouth, even though they're nervous, even though they're not being their true self, you kind of feel it. Your intuition knows it, your gut feeling knows it, that they're just forcing these words to come out of their mouth. They're not being the true self. And you kind of know sometimes when people are lying, when they say some bullcrap like, this happened to me yesterday, this happened to me today, that friend told me this friend told me that. You kind of know that they're lying, because their energy field is kind of vibrating at a certain frequency, and your body kind of picks it up, your mind kind of picks it up, your intuitive mind kind of picks it up, and you know that they're lying, even though they may be the best actor in the world, even though they're putting up all this front and they're saying it in such a convincing manner. You know that they're lying. Now, this is how people pick up your energy field. They pick up your emotional state. So, whatever words you tell yourself, whatever thoughts that you believe, that radiates outside. Even if you are the best actor in the world, you put on the best front, and whatever you believe on the inside reflects outside. And you can put on the front, you can say like, I am confident, I don't feel any pain. But inside, if you're doing the negative self-talk, this kind of manifests outside and people kind of feel it. And if you judge yourself, if you always think that people are going to judge me, guess what? People are going to judge you. If you always think that nobody likes me, guess what? Nobody's going to like you. That's the reality. Your words and your thoughts create your reality around you. And if you're vibrating in the state of love, it's always showing self-love. And if you believe if you're actually worthy, you deserve all the love in the world. You deserve to be treated well, not just because you accomplished some unattainable goal, just because you exist. You are worthy. You're awesome. You're amazing. And if you feel that, it kind of reflects outside. And people also pick up on the love that you're feeling. And this kind of creates a new reality around you. You, man, oh my God, something just fell. It's like my phone stand just fell out. So anyways, let's carry on. It's like you manifest your reality around you. And when you manifest the reality around you, everything feels so amazing. Everything feels so good because you feel love, you feel good on the inside, you project it outside. Your emotional spectrum, your aura, your energy field kind of radiates love on the outside when you feel it too. And people around you will start picking up on that. And they will also feel love and show you love. And that is it. This is how you can actually, stop this pattern of negative self-hate or self-doubt, self-judgment. Stop saying all these negative words, and how you can transform these negative words into positive enforcement of words, thoughts, and feelings, and essentially create your desired reality. So, hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate all the love. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.